Attrition can be reduced by massive action. All you need to do is increase your momentum. If you increase your momentum, it does not even matter whether people are leaving or not. Hello, OZOANI here. I'm so excited to be with you. Welcome from all around the world. Today is our question and answer session. This is the Bootstrap Entrepreneur. On this channel, I'm going to be answering some questions, general questions in network marketing, how to become better, how to create massive success in the profession of network marketing. Today is a dedicated day to answering questions because we've learned a lot. We've been talking about a lot of things on network marketing, on how you can create massive progress in your business. Okay, so today, certain individuals have sent me questions, and I'm going to be calling out the questions, and then I'll try to answer all the questions. But for this episode, I'm going to be answering maybe about 3 or 4, okay, so that we can keep in line with our few minutes of video. Okay, so a question here from a young man, Emeka Nkwocha from Nigeria. The question is, how do I dramatically reduce attrition? How do I dramatically reduce attrition? Now, attrition is normal in network marketing. Because of the low entry, a lot of people come in and it's like a revolving door. They come in, they leave, they come in, they leave. And because of attrition, a lot of people find it so easy to drop off. However, attrition can be reduced if you implement 1 or 2 things. First, you need to settle it in your heart that people leave. People leave all the time. So you might see someone that has promises, someone who is very promising, someone who you feel, has gotten it right, and then suddenly the person decides to leave the business. It can be heartbreaking. Yes, use the word heartbreaking, because there are people you feel, I thought you said we're going to do this together. I thought you said you wanted freedom. How come you only did this for 3 months and you're no longer interested? But that is just life. So attrition can be reduced by massive action. All you need to do is increase your momentum. Do you understand? If you increase your momentum, it does not even matter whether people are leaving or not. Okay? Because the sheer number of people who are coming in, the sheer size of your activity would shoot off whatever attrition that is happening. That is one. Secondly, attrition can be reduced by training and retraining. Do you understand? When people join this business, they usually join with the lottery mentality. They come in, they want to make $1 million overnight. They think they can just come in and do nothing and make money. So when they realize that there's some sort of work to be done, sometimes expectations are unmatched. And when expectations are unmatched, they decide to leave. But if you embark on training and retraining, showing them what to do, building skills, building capacity, that can dramatically reduce attrition in your team. Okay? Now, finally, this is a bonus. It's important to help people break that mindset of something for nothing, where people think they can join network marketing and they'll make money grows on trees and all of that. And so this is also perpetrated by amateurs who say all manner of things just to get people into the business. They tell people you don't need to do anything, just come in. And then when people come in and they see that it's not true, so they just drop off. So attrition can be reduced when you break it down for the prospect that there's some sort of work to be done. You need to learn some skills. You need to, give it some time to grow. Okay, every good thing of value, anything of value takes time. So if they know ab initio that this is going to take a little time, they need to learn some skills, they need to improve themselves. There are things they need to do for the business to actually pay off. The expectation will be there, and when they come in, it's already what they are aware of. They know it already, so they are not going to just drop off just like that. So you can reduce attrition by momentum, increasing your workload, running your business without looking behind, just driving your business with your team. That's one. Number 2, increase the skill level, train people, whether prospects or once they come in, make sure they go through training, daily training if possible, okay? And then finally, set the right expectations, all right? With that, attrition will reduce dramatically in your business, all right? So, number 2 question is from another young man, Adeshola from Nigeria. How do I get better with proper follow-up? How do I get better with proper follow-up? Following up is a skill that people usually don't talk about. Now, we discuss prospecting a lot, where you bring in people, you show them the business, you're just running through the numbers. However, only about maybe 5 to 10% would sign up immediately upon seeing a business. Just about 5 to 10%. The rest of the group that comprises somewhere between 90%, somewhere between 20 to 90%, they would need some time. They will need to look at the business again. They will need to ask questions, consult 1 or 2 things before finally they make up their minds. It takes, on the average, a recorder said that it takes on the average somewhere between 3 to 12 exposures. 3 to 12 exposures to be able to drive your conversion to, to above rooftop level. On the average, it might take you somewhere between 3 to 6. You show people, you keep showing them, just exposure to exposure to exposure until they get it. But there are this group of people that will need to be shown, especially if you do not have a personal relationship with those people. Now, prospects are in different categories. There are people that know you. We have the hot market, the warm market, the cold market. However, in this day of technology, a lot of people go through Facebook, go through ads and all of that to bring in people, cold lists and all of that, cold calling. When you drive your traffic through one of 2 things I mentioned, one of these ways, people, you don't know them, they don't know you, you would need to go through a lot of exposures for them to understand it, for them to decide to do it. Now, I'm not saying that there are people that you don't know them, you just show them the business, of course, they say yes. However, the large chunk of people, the larger group would take somewhere between maybe 4, 5, 6, up to 12 exposures for them to say yes, finally. The thing with follow-up is you have to keep following up, okay? Now, keep following up until the prospect dies, or they tell you outrightly, stop talking to me, I don't want to hear from you again, or they sign up. You don't need to be annoying with your follow-up. Just tell them, I'm going to send you an information. In fact, the need for exposure is to set up another exposure. Do you understand? The need for follow-up is to set up another follow-up. So you send a material to someone who has seen the business, and you tell the person, okay, when you go through this, let me know, let's discuss it, let's just talk about it. And because the person, you've already told him that you're going to be discussing this with him, they expect you to call. So you call and you tell them, I'm just fulfilling my promise. I said I was going to call when you've gone through it. Okay? And then when they've gone through it, schedule another one. Tell them, see, there's this thing that I'm going to send to you. That this information is fantastic. It will blow your mind. Do you understand? If you think you love what I just sent to you, wait until I send the second one. Okay? So if I send it to you now, how soon will you go through it? They'll say, okay, I'll go through it right away. Okay, fine. It's going to take about maybe 10, 15 minutes. So if I called in the next 30 minutes or in the next 20 minutes, would they have gone through it? They say, yes, I would have gone through it. So in 20 minutes, just call. What do you think about it? What do you like? Never use the word, what do you think? Because the normal human verbiage or way of talking, you might say, what do you think? What do you think brings about the critical part? So always use, what do you love? What do you like best? So this evokes the emotion, because people make decisions based purely on emotion and they support it with logic. Okay? So that's just what it is. When you go through that system of exposure to exposure to exposure, that's actually following up. You follow up, and following up can be boring when you are following up only 2 or 3 people. But if you're showing your business to a large group of people, you're in a hurry, you're following up this person, and you give the person something to do. The person knows you are in a hurry. The person knows you are busy, so the person is not holding you down. The person doesn't feel you're choking me. You are in my face all the time, because you have several people you are following up. Okay, and as you follow them up, several people will come in at different rates and at different levels. So that way you're able to convert a lot. And as you're doing that, you're still prospecting more. You're following up, so it becomes a lifestyle, and it's really, really exciting. Do you understand? All right. I hope you got value in that. Like I said, this is the Bootstrap Entrepreneur, Sam OZOANI. If you have not subscribed, consider subscribing. What we're doing today is to answer questions, from network marketing professionals, people who are in this profession industry, and they're doing their bit to become better skill-wise. So today, I've answered 2 questions. The first was from Mr. Emeka Nkwocha, Nigeria. How he was asking how to dramatically reduce attrition. That's one. And then secondly, from Adeshola, he asks how to get better with follow-up. And then finally, from Dr. Wese, from Nigeria too. The question is, how do I create urgency and scarcity when closing down after sending or showing the business? Okay, how do I create urgency and scarcity? Now, several people do their exposure through different means. Some could be a brochure, some could be video, or maybe home party, maybe Zoom call, whichever. After showing the prospect your opportunity, how do you create urgency, and scarcity so that they can say yes? Now, if you want to close properly, start from the beginning. From the moment you start the exposure, you should actually begin your closing. Assume that the person in question is going to join the business. Do not think for once that the person is going to just look at it and just say, okay, fine. No. Assume from your mind that this person is going to say yes to the business, sign up, and then move on to build a very large organization. It's a mindset. So you need to tell your mind that this person I'm going to show the business, the person is going to do the business, the person will not have any objection whatsoever. Because if you do not expect objections, it's not going to come. Everything is like attraction. If you already feel this person is going to have objections, the person will have objections and the person will not do the business. And it will affect how you show the person the opportunity, because you're going to not be very confident. The person can feel it in your voice. When you are very excited and you feel very confident about what you are sharing, everybody can feel it. Okay? So, how do you build this urgency and scarcity? Very simple. Do you have excellent product? Yes, you have an excellent product. Very good. Your company, is it a good company? The compensation plan, is it good? It's absolutely amazing, right? Yes. You that is doing the business, are you excited about what you are doing? You are excited. So in your presentation, you must show the people that have benefited from the business. Okay? Can I do it? Show the person how simple it is. If it's a video, tell the person all you need to do is to just press play. Just click on the link and the video comes up. Just forward the link like a text message or your WhatsApp message, whichever. Okay. Ask the person, can you forward the WhatsApp message? Person says yes. Say that's all you need. Just send a message, and the person, the prospect you have, can go through the business, watch the video, and get it done. Or whatever means, whichever way you use in doing your exposure, just let the person understand that all they need to do is to just do that thing, which is maybe send a message, maybe send a video, maybe click on a link, maybe press play so that the video can come up. So they see now that they can do it. And finally, will you help me? You tell the person, I'm going to be here with you. I'm going to show you and lead you by the hand and walk with you every step all the way. Okay? So that you can also succeed. Now, the prospect knows that they do not need to know everything for them to become successful. And guess what? They are now more willing to do the business. So, show up like a boss and answer these 3 questions. Does it work? Can I do it? Will you help me? Once you answer these 3 basic questions, they're more likely to do it. Now, in terms of scarcity, you tell this person that usually when I go out to meet with prospects, I learned this particular skill from Matt Morris. The guy is amazing. You go with your list. Maybe you have like 100 or 200 lists on your book. You sit down with this person and you tell this person, see, all these people are going to join my business. So if you come in now, you can see where your number is. If you come in right now, there's a possibility that some of these people will be used to support you. Okay? There's a possibility that some of them could be used to support you. If you wait, these people will still join the business. And by the time they join, by the time you are ready, we will use you to support them. So it's either you are supported or you are the support. Yes, that can also work. And if you promise to support anybody with anyone, please make sure you fulfill it, because this business thrives on integrity. Okay, so scarcity is, this is what is happening. If you come in now, let's build together. We're running. And if there are incentives, for instance, in my team, we have international trips from time to time. If we have an international trip that is like maybe 12 weeks away, you tell the person, if you come in now, we can work together and you might qualify for this international trip. Okay, so let's come in together. This is an amazing vacation. If you come in right now, this vacation could be yours. All right, so let's do it now and then come in. There's no time to waste. Let's run. So use benefits. Show them the benefits and tell them the need to say yes. In fact, what I tell people is this. My intention is not for you to do the business or not to do the business. If you do the business, that's amazing. That's your decision. If you don't do the business, that's still also your decision. However, what is important to me is that you understand this business so well that you can make the decision right now whether or not to do the business. If you decide not to do the business, let it be that you've seen the opportunity, you've understood it well, so you decide not to do it, okay? Or you've understood it well and then you decide to do it. But whichever is the case, make your decision right now because I need you to decide. Okay? Nothing is annoying as someone who takes time, a prospect who takes time to make decision, only for the person to still say no. So tell the person, I'm confident I can take your decision, whatever the decision is. Okay? If you're going to do it, fine. If you're not going to do it, there's no problem at all. On to the next. There are billions of people on the planet. So when the person sees your level of confidence, the person is likely to say, I'm in. I know there are other questions coming up, and if you have a better answer to the 3 questions, please comment below and let's have your options, all right? Tell us what you think about the questions and give us a breakdown of how you would answer the question if you were asked the same question. Thank you so much for being here. This is Sam OZOANI, the Bootstrap Entrepreneur. See you at the next episode. Bye-bye for now.